What's up, everybody? Kimberly Olson here, also known as the Goal Digger Girl, coming in this Monday. If you're watching the premiere, this is on Tuesday. But either way, we're at the beginning of the month, and I'm super pumped about this topic because we're going to talk about goal setting. We're going to talk about setting your goals and crushing your goals because so many of you have big hopes and dreams. We're going to talk about that. But first, if you didn't know, I stream this live. This is a podcast party that we're doing right now. So I'm going to go ahead and start recording the podcast over here. Yes, I will teach you all how to do this very soon, but give me 1 second so we can start this podcast. Welcome everyone to the Goal Digger Girls podcast, where we talk about creating the life of your dreams and crushing your goals. My name is Kimberly Olson, your hostess, and this is episode 45. I think that we need to have some kind of party. Don't you guys think? When we hit 50 episodes, I will be doing a big giveaway. I don't know what it is yet, but you know me, I always come up with something. So if you're watching this on social media, for those listening, I stream this live on social media as well. Put 1 in the comments if you're watching this live, and put 2 if you're watching the replay. If you're new and you've never seen my videos before, put new in the comments. I would love to connect with you and say hello. And if you share this out, if you're watching the premiere on Facebook, share this out and put share in the comments so I can commend you for that. I really appreciate it. Now for my iTunes people, please leave a review. I have 23 reviews. Obviously I want that number to grow, and it means so much for me for you to do that. So just email me at thegoaldiggergirl@gmail.com when you leave a review, and I have a little gift for you. So please do that as well. So we're going to talk about goal setting. Who is pumped for April? Now, I got to just get in your face a little bit, you guys, because I know you love listening to my content. I know you love the trainings. I know you love getting fired up, right? You love listening to this, and you're like, yes, Kimberly, I'm going to crush April. I'm just going to be this rock star. It's a new month, a new week, a new goal, right? Well, we're in Q2 now, so you need to look at Q1, which is your quarter one, okay? All of you had goals for 2019. You got to be in your face a little bit. You have to be honest with yourself and say, am I on track for the goals that I set for myself? If not, it is your job to change direction. It is your job to adjust your sales. It is your job to be honest with yourself and say, have I been doing the work? Because the fact of the matter is, a lot of times the activity is not there. And this is what's really, really interesting, and I really, really want you guys to remember this, okay? Goal setting, it's great, okay? Setting a goal for April is great, and I want all of you to do that. But the thing you want to remember when it comes to building a business and recruiting, most everything happens in 90-day increments, okay? One of the things that really helped me when I began building my business on social media is to start to think of this business long-term, okay? This is what I see all the time. All the time. People will join and they'll push. They'll post on social media. They'll share with people. They will even follow up with people. You know, they're just going hard. And 3 weeks go by, nothing. They don't get a lot of customers, don't have any business builders. They're like, this stinks, and then they quit. Sometimes I will see people who will push through maybe 4, 5, 6 weeks, then they quit. Guess when the magic happens? Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's week 7 through 12 is when the magic happens. Mark my words. It's April 1st right now. Why don't you do a 90-day run for me and report back, okay? Because you have to plant the seeds. You have to sow the seeds, right? You have to cultivate those plants. Then you get to reap your harvest. Too many times people come in, they set a goal, they share with a few people, and then they're like, oh man, this doesn't work, okay? It's not that it doesn't work. You stopped working too soon, okay? So that is really my takeaway for you guys. It's just to make sure I get that into your mindset before we get into actual goal setting, okay? Now, this is gonna be a little bit of a shorter episode, this podcast today, because we're just talking about goal setting. I wanna keep it short and sweet so you can focus on your recruiting efforts. So we're gonna take a super quick break, and then we'll get right back to it. All right, so the reason why I had to take a long break there is because I am inserting a sponsorship on my podcast, and every time I go back to edit my video, I can't find the break because I talk so fast that I can never find out where the break was. So those watching live, there you go. All right, so when it comes to goal setting, what are the attributes? What are the things that people do that set goals and crush them? Okay, I set goals and I'm a goal crusher. I am. I'm not saying it to brag. I'm saying that I firsthand do it, and I'm going to teach you what I do, okay? I also work with hundreds upon thousands of people through my team, but also most importantly through my brand, The Goal Digger Girl. I also have another brand called FitKim. I currently have, some people are helping me run the group, but I have over 1,000 people in that group alone of people who are setting goals to improve their health. So I work with a lot of people who are setting goals. And I can see some commonalities between the ones that are successful at hitting their goals and the ones that aren't, okay? Number one is you have to have a clear goal that's actually doable. Sometimes people will be like, oh, I'm in a rank advance. And then if you actually look structurally at what it takes for them to rank advance, meaning what have they been trending, okay? So if you break down, all right, my team does $1,000 per day on average, so that would be $30,000 that your team sells per month, and then you want to rank advance and hit, $120,000 the next month, you're not trucking for that. It doesn't mean you can't do it, but is it reasonable? Like, what would it take to make that big jump from 30,000 to 120,000? You would have to quadruple your daily sales. So has your team grown fast enough for you to be able to do that? If that's the case, knock your bad self out. If not, let's adjust that goal. Let's say to ourselves, you know what? I want to work on doubling my sales for this next month and then doubling it again. So if I'm at 30,000 right now, I'm going to go ahead and go for 60,000 next month, and then the next month go to 120 and get that rank advancement in 2 months, okay? So the first thing is you want to make sure, is it a realistic goal? Like, is it seriously, you hear this all the time with the SMART goals and all that, but for real, guys, like, whose goal is it? Is it your husband's goal? Is he like, you better freaking make money or you got to go back to work? Put a 3 in the comments if you've ever had that conversation, right? My husband was like, you're not quitting your job. Are you kidding me? I was like, I have to quit my job. I can't take it. He's like, okay, well, how are we going to pay our mortgage? And I'm like, okay, I'm going to make enough money for 3 months straight and show you I can still help pay the mortgage. And I did it, right? Quit my job. Okay. So have you ever had that happen though, where your spouse is like, you better make money. Okay. Whose goal is it? If your husband is saying to you, hey, you need to make $1,000 and then you can not go back to work, that's his goal. So you turn around, try to make $1,000 and you're stressed out. Does that make sense? It's not your goal. I love your husband for you, but this needs to be your goal. You got to figure something out. Maybe you could make 500 for a month and then the next month get you 1,000, but you have to start somewhere. Okay. So the first step is a clear, realistic goal, that could really happen. If you push yourself, that's your goal, not your upline's goal, not your husband's goal, and not even your bank account's goal, guys. You might be putting this pressure on yourself like, I must make 6 figures or the world's gonna end. Okay, well, if you're putting all this pressure on yourself to make that 6 figures and it's all or none, then you're gonna hit some roadblocks there because it might not be a realistic goal and you're putting pressure on yourself, okay? The other thing is write it down. Studies have shown those that write their goals down are 50% more likely to achieve them. Half the work is done by writing it down. And you guys are watching, oh, I know to write my goals. Have you put a comment in here? Yes, I have. Let me see it. Who has already written out their April goals? Written them out. April is done, and I'm so happy and grateful now that I have hit the next rank in the company, made $10,000, recruited 10 people personally to myself, gotten 5 new customers, did 4 online events. Like, what are your April goals? And it could be non-business stuff. It could be, for me, it's freaking getting my booty to hot yoga. You guys can all hold me accountable. I don't know what my problem is, but I'm just like, there's no time in here for me to go to hot yoga. Okay, that's my goal. Get myself consistently going to hot yoga. That's a non-work goal for myself, but I know it's going to impact my well-being and it's something I really want to do. Okay, does that make sense? Write it down. The other thing is, you guys, is you have to speak it into existence and talk about it. All of you that have been watching my journey know that I really wanted to get my car bonus in January. I was talking about it. I was like doing trainings. I'm like, oh yeah. And I'm about to get my car bonus. I was telling my husband, hey, you need to go on the website. We need to build out my car and figure out what I want to get. And he's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, oh no, I'm getting a car. He's like, he'd been hearing me say that for 2 years elsewhere. I'm like, no, for real, I'm getting my car. He's like, okay, sweetie, sounds good. Let's go, look on the website. God bless him. And then what happened? I got my car because I kept talking about it, right? I mean, open your mouth and talk about your goals all the time. Also, last tip, we'll wrap this up, is don't stop until you get there. Even if your mindset starts being poo-poo. Yes, I said poo-poo because I have little kids. This is what will happen, you guys. Your mindset will start to take a nosedive, okay? When you're gonna make a breakthrough, that subconscious belief does not want that to happen. Your ego doesn't want it to happen. Your body wants to just be the way it's always been. Your income wants to be the way it's always been. Your weight wants to be the way it's always been. So when you start to have success and you start to go in that direction, you will have some self-sabotage happening. You're going to have some negative beliefs pop in. You're going to have some mindset that's going to say, oh, you can't do that. Who do you think you are? No, I don't think so. When that happens, you guys, you squash it. You say, no, I am changing. This is a new month, a new goal. This is what I said I was going to do, and I am doing it. Come heck or high water, I am making it happen. I'm not stopping until I get there. It is happening, and I'm speaking it to the universe. I'm claiming it, and I'm backing it up with my actions. And if you do that, you guys, you absolutely can't go wrong, okay? Get your goal for April. Write that baby down. Share it with your spouse. Share it with your upline. Share it with the sideline, okay? Share it in the comments below. Write it down, speak it to existence, and claim it every day. Say, I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm achieving this. Oh, wow, look at me, I'm achieving this. And every time something happens to support that goal, you get a new team member, a new customer, you're like, yes, woohoo, it's happening. See, I told you, universe, it's happening. And you guys, you might think I'm weird, but I'm getting my goals done over here. We're making it happen, and I want that for you as well, okay? So to wrap this up, I want you guys to put link in the comments, LINK, link in the comments. I have a little surprise for you. I don't know if it's really a surprise, but if you put link in the comments, you can get the link to my Pinterest workshop. By the time this streams live on Facebook, it will be up and ready. I have a Pinterest workshop coming up, and if you guys don't know, you can actually generate leads from Pinterest and no one is doing it. So you can totally stand out, and it's just so easy to do. You have to know how to do it, obviously. So I'm going to teach you everything on there. And then I also have a brand new Rock Your Business on Social Media Bootcamp starting towards the end of May, and I'm doing a wait list because I'm only taking 20 people. So if you want to get on the wait list and want to be the first to be notified of when it opens, this is going to be high level, guys. This is going to be like a real boot camp. So imagine you've got military boot camp, which is no joke, and this is not that same thing. This is the social media build your business version of it. If you're like, I want someone to scream, yell, run, and make me run and build my business, then I'm going to be your coach and do that. And so I'm going to show you everything I did to build my business on social media, and it's 100% built online. So you just put link in the comments, LINK, and I'll get you on the wait list for that too. All right. I hope this was helpful. And for those listening on iTunes, you can find me on iTunes, Anchor, Spotify. It's called The Goal Digger Girl. It's my podcast. This is episode 45. Go listen. It's a great little thing to have while you are commuting and all that good stuff. So until next time, go out there, everyone, crush your goals and create the life of your dreams. All right, that's a wrap. Thank you so much for listening and being on live with me. Really appreciate it. And today is Monday, right? No, you guys are watching the premiere. It's Tuesday. I'll see you guys back here Thursday. I'm interviewing Rhonda Madrid of Rhonda Madrid Designs. You want to find out how she was able to build her business online? I'm going to teach you, or she's going to be on my business page. I'm going to interview her, so make sure you come noon Central Time on Thursday. I'll see you then. Have a good day. Bye-bye.